Good morning to everyone, wherever you may be in any part of the country, depending on the time and when you get this video. I keep saying it, and like I say to you people, that I will never stop saying the truth. I know the truth might be bitter in some people's ear because those people have not really experienced what is going on around UK, around diaspora. UK is not the same way it used to be. Diaspora as a whole, they are not the same way it used to be. A lot of people came to my comment section and was saying something that was reality, and some were just saying things out of pains and out of because they have not experienced what most of us have experienced. Like I said it before, that the way the world is going now is not the same way it used to be. Things have really changed. And coming to this time that is 2024, this Y2K compliance, Jay-Z world, that will have a lot of things that is happening. Economy, inflation, economy direction, inflation. People are trying to adjust a lot of things, and this is the reason why a lot of things have changed. Global crisis. I know how much the government spent in each of the world. When I heard of a country where there was volcano, I know how much that the country had to spend to see that they relocate people, to see that they had to find a lasting solution to meet to thousands of people. And not only that, if you go to other countries, inflation, so many things. Let me come back to where I am talking about, UK. In the year 1960, 1950, 1970, like I said, 1980, 1990, UK was good. Canada was good. Poland, Greeks, all those countries you see was good. The country that was reigning those days was Greece, Germany, and as many countries that was reigning, people were like, whoa, people, they were aligned, opening the border for people to come. The reason was because the country, there was no more people, and during those days, things was good. Global, there was no global crisis the way it is now. Like I said before, I remember when I came to Europe for the first time I came to Europe, I was well welcome. There was nothing like racism. There was nothing like whoa. I was one in the area that was living. I would say I was one of the least, the one of the black person that they can see there, the African that they can see there, and I was well accepted. I was, because they really needed people. They really needed people a lot. They want people in those days. Houses were empty. The house I was living there was given to me by a foreigner. A foreigner that I never knew. Yeah, gave it to me for free. I was living there for free. I was living and I was like, whoa. Then, even when I tried to come back to my country, I was like discouraged. It's not like I was discouraged by telling you, wow, why are you going? Stay with us, man. We love seeing you. I was so happy I had to stay, then learn other skills. That was how I started staying in the country up on from that time till now. Then as time goes on, a lot of us, we are coming down to this place. A lot of us, because of the global crisis, because of so many people left for so many reasons. Some people left for education, some people left because of the economies, and some people want to relocate because of how the country coming from different countries. Things we are not doing. Things people started populating the countries. Listen, I will say this, that when there is a bag of rice, and the bag of rice is only to feed 10 people, or let's say about 15 people, and the people that was running that bag of rice became like 40, 50 people, what do you think will happen? It will not be able to feed everybody. So the owner of the bag of rice will want to what? Cut sizes. We want to cut sizes and say, okay, fine. Those people that came before, the people that came before should be the one to eat the rice. The other people that just came, oh yeah, everybody start going. Yeah, it is not as if it is hatred. It is not as if it is that we don't want people again. It's because the resources is not enough for everybody. It's not enough for everybody. Things are not the same way, and this is the reason why they are saying go back to your country, go and find the way of surviving. Let everybody. I want to let you know something, that even we leaving the country, our country, we are not helping the country by leaving the country, because we are reducing the population of the country, and the country needs people. The country needs people. There are people to develop the country. These countries were not like that before. They were not like that before. All these countries you see, Canada, America, UK, Germany, they were not like this. I remember the time I read Oliver Demand for More. I was reading a lot of novel. I was reading histories that they were not like that before. They were not like that. There was a time they were really passing through a lot of, crisis, economic crisis. They were passing through a thing. They could not be able to survive, and things were not the same way. But they persevere. They persevere, and they had wisdom by allowing other people, okay, come and help us and develop these countries. And yeah, people came and helped them and developed the country, and the country was developed, and today they have enough of it. They went out, they brought some people in, they went to do, a kind of all sort of colonization, and they were trying every means of making the country to be what it is. The same way Africa should do. It's time for Africa to begin to think. It's time for Africans to begin to understand that yes, that there is global economic problem, and they could survive in their country if only they begin to understand that the resources they have could help them, can help grow something. If everybody will come back and begin to think and say, okay, let's all sit together and see how we can. It is not about the government. The government is of the people. We can beg the government to begin to listen to us. Even if they don't want to listen, they will listen by force, because now the world has gone global village. Countries, diasporas, UKs are not the same way it is. Canada is not the same way it is, because America, you see a lot of people living, even the citizen, it's not the same way it is, because there is a lot of population. If you see what is happening in UK now, immigration are reducing the immigrants. Yeah, reducing the immigrants. The government are reducing the immigrants of the country. Reducing the immigrants of the country. Yeah, trying to make the country. It's not because they hate the country or they hate the people that are coming in the country, but because they want their own people to also have something for themselves. Because if their people does not know where to go, does not have anywhere to go, where they have is just this country. And we have our own country. So we have our own country. So because of the population, because of things, there's a lot of inflation, there's a lot of economic crisis, and they are trying to adjust. There's a lot of homeless people because the house is not. It's not the money that we spend there. The money you spend in the country, people are saying that. I was hearing a interview that people were saying, people in Nigeria receive 30,000 naira, some people 100,000 naira. In this place, it's all the same thing. If you are working, you have 10 pounds per hour. In a month, you get 1,000. The only difference is because when you make the exchange rate, it become like it's big money, it become like 1 million. But remember, when Nigerian had the same rate with these people, if the same rate with UK, the same rate with America, then if you travel, if you have 20 pounds in America, the same thing, $20, the same $20 and 20 naira in Nigeria. If Nigeria works so hard and get the same, if let's Africa works and make the same rates, if you come here, you are receiving 1,000, it will be the same 1,000 naira in Nigeria. There will be no exchange. The exchange rate will not be changed. Just like somebody from here that is here from UK here to America, the exchange rate is not much. And if America work hard, like the time America work hard, it was the same thing with the same thing. That if you get $100, it's the same thing with pounds here. So what are you saying? You understand me? It is just the exchange rate that is confusing a lot of people. That is making people are saying, oh, everybody's saying, the money I'm receiving. If you calculate the hours that we work, the hours you work in abroad here, the hours you work, and the hours you work in Nigeria, there is a big difference. Here you don't have rest. You have to work every single day in order to meet up your ends meet. And as you are working, you are paying for your house lights, you are paying for your every bills, you are paying for every bills you remain to pay for seats where you sit down. Light bill, water bill, a TV license, a utility bill, every single bill. If you don't pay it, in this place you don't pay it, prosecution is taking over. They'll prosecute you. Nothing is free here. Nothing is free in diaspora. Nothing is free in UK. Nothing is free. You are getting your boss, you must pay. You don't pay, inspectors will come and take you. And it's criminal offense. But in Nigeria, we know how to maneuver. In Nigeria, you don't have money. Go and beg. Go and just say, oh, boss, will see you. You see people say, come, let me pay for you. Come, let me pay for you. Yeah, things are happening like that. That shows you that things can be changed. The only thing we need is to go back home. Think of how to help the country, of how we can put our workforce into the country and make it a better place. Because we have a good weather. We have good weather. Not only good, we have very, very lovely weather. We have, you understand me, we have resources that we can use to become what we want to be. The problem is that how many of us are agreeing to stay? How many of us are going to be doing this thing? How many of us want to stay and do this? All of us want to go to ready-made, where it is ready-made, where they have already built their country, where they are already now telling everybody, oh yeah, go your way, go home. You go to your home, go home. Now, listen, do you want to live in a country where you are not accepted like that? Do you want to live in a country where police will be chasing you everywhere you like? Think about it. Do you want to live in a country where even when you end your 1,000 before you know, the money is not even left. There's nothing left for you. There's nothing left for you to save. A lot of people do not have good saving in this country. I'm not joking. Go and check their account. Some people don't even have anything in their account. You see somebody will walk after somebody finish working. Somebody finish working, you see the person will have only 20 pounds. Sometimes $20. Some people don't even have, after ending all those long, big money that they end. Taxes, only your tax alone. Then utility bill. Then other bills that will go. Listen, let's be truthful to ourselves. But in Nigeria, it is not like that. In the country where we come from, there are a lot of different. The only thing I know that will suffer more in Nigeria is light. If we can't talk of house, people pay for house. There's a house that my cousin paid for was how much? 700 naira. 700,000 for 1 year. It depends on the kind of house. And these houses are very big. Come and talk of the cubicle house you have here. A small room. A room now is about 1,000. That's 2 million in Nigeria. 1,000. Some if more than that. If you have to have one room self-contained, you pay like 2,000 something to 3,000 pounds. I remember a pastor that want to come register his church here just to have a place. He was paying to pay 3,000. He said, it calculates 4 million. When he went to Nigeria and got a place for 250,000 naira for a year. You can pay for 2 years. And in Nigeria and African country, you can even say, I beg, please, I don't have for now. They will leave you. Let's say the truth. Let's be saying the truth. It is not like that when you come to this place, because here you have to. That is the system. It is not because they hate you or because they don't want to, but they are telling you this is their system. This is how they operate. It was not like that before. I won't lie to you, it was not like that before. Everything has changed. People are walking and not smiling. Fake smile everywhere. People are walking and not smiling. People don't have. When you tell them, please, they say, Mr. Man, go and meet the government to help you. You understand me? A lot of things that are happening. So let's be reasonable. UK is not the same way it used to be. It's not the same way it used to be. I'm telling you, it's never the same way it used to be. Things have changed. That spirit has changed. And when you see somebody try to relocate back, please, the person has a reason for relocating back. Not because the person wants to, not because the person is silly or stupid or does not know what the person is doing, but because the person has seen that there is a big difference. So let us support them and let us go back and build our home. Go and build our home. This is the truth that I'm saying. I want you to watch a woman who came back to Nigeria. And what she was saying concerning UK. I witnessed the video because I put video for a fact. People will see that what I'm saying is not just saying, but what I'm saying is the truth. Anyway, I'm always your boy Jimmy White. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Returning back to Nigeria is real, and today I will be talking about it because I have been, will I call myself a victim? Yeah, the kind of questions, more like interrogations I get from people asking me, why did you return to Nigeria? Why did you bring your children? That's so insensitive. Why did you bring the children back to Nigeria? Their future is better off in the UK. Why do you have to do this to your children? Why are you selfish? Even if you have to come back to Nigeria, this is not the best time to come back to Nigeria with your family because of the current situation in Nigeria. Like the kind of questions I get and the kind of, like I said before, more like interrogations I get from people is on another level. Yeah, seriously. Honestly, I don't see the need to be all worked up because of the decision somebody else has made. Just because you're not in the situation, just because you can't do it and you see somebody else do it, doesn't mean that the decisions that they've taken is wrong. I watched Diana Kweme's video last week. If you don't know her, I'll just tell you a little about her. She's here on YouTube and she was talking about the shame of returning back to Nigeria. Everything that lady said there, I agree with everything she says, because somebody decided to leave the diaspora and bring themselves back to their motherland, bring themselves back home, bring themselves back to Nigeria. How is that even a thing? How is that even a crime? It's almost like they treat you as if you've committed a crime for doing so. I'm going to be talking about the apparent shame that comes with returning back to Nigeria. Can I just make this point clear now? I do not have any shame. I do not have any regrets. Oh, I understand the situation of Nigeria. Nigeria as it stands now, it's going through a lot. The inflation is high. The cost of living is high. It's like nothing is looking good in Nigeria as we speak. I understand all that. But look at it this way. People have their reasons. Nobody will just wake up one morning, carry their bags, carry their belongings, carry their families, and, head back to Nigeria. Even if they decide to do that, one thing people fail to understand is that no matter where you live in the diaspora, home is home. At least for me, Nigeria is home. I think it's silly to ask somebody, why did you come back to Nigeria? Why did you leave the diaspora and come back to Nigeria? What are you doing here in Nigeria? With all the madness in Nigeria, what are you doing here? I understand. I am not getting it any easy here. But at this point in my life, and at this point in so many people's life, especially those people that have left for a very long time, at this point in their lives, including mine, they want to be home. They want to be around family. They've been away for so long. They would have their reasons, which is genuine to them, which is personal to them. Can we normalize respecting people's choices, decisions, especially when it comes to this issue of Jakarta? I'll be using the UK as an example, especially because that is where I lived. UK of 15 years ago, UK of 20 years ago, 25 years ago is not the same. Even for the indigenous, even for the English people. When we talk about people leaving the UK, We're not just talking about Africans leaving the UK. We're talking about the indigenous, the English people. The young people are leaving, the old people are leaving to retire elsewhere. Businesses are moving. Things are not the way they used to be. The earlier we know this, the earlier we would understand what is going on around the world. Nigeria, as we speak, is not the only country facing this inflation. This is one of their reasons. Things are not the way they used to be. For me, the UK holds a special place in my heart. I know I've said this countless times in my videos. Sometimes I just feel I need to make this clear. Some people think I'm against you traveling to the UK, or I'm against you jabbering to the UK. That is not the point. The point is there is something we call change. At some point in your life, what you hold dearly before, 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, will no longer have that importance in your life as time goes on. So if you're thinking of coming back to Nigeria, do not let fear hold you back. Don't let fear of what people will say hold you back, because are they going to say something? They're going to say a lot of things that will make you not even want to, start the journey. So if you want to do this, all I would say is have a plan. You don't just come to Nigeria. Is not that kind of country that you would come and say, oh, I'm with family, they will take care of me, they will support me. My dear, their eyes are shining. For most people, you're here and they see you as a messiah that has come to save them. I'm not saying you have to come back with millions of pounds. Something enough for you to start up something with. This is when you must have done your research and you know what you want to do. A good way to start this whole thing would be to visit Nigeria. Come to Nigeria, stay for some time, see how you get on. And, those businesses or those things that you're looking to set up here, meet with people that are doing it already, try and network and see how far you go with knowing more about the business and the people, the community. Just see how you get on with the whole Nigerian vibe and everything. Go back and re-strategize, make your plans and, take the move. There's no point waiting for anybody, and don't listen to what people are going to say, because they are not the one paying your bills. They're not the one going through what you're going through over there in the UK or over there in the diaspora. So I know it's coming off as if I'm ranting in today's video, but I just felt like coming on today to talk about this, especially after watching Diana Ekweme's video. I will stop for now. Thank you for listening to me. I will come again with another interesting video. Bye-bye.